This is the 2019 Nissan Murano, and if I had to come up with a slogan for this SUV, I would say it's for people with luxury taste without the luxury expense. You can quote me on that. My name is Thomas and welcome to Fish Creek Nissan. Over the last couple weeks I've been testing this Murano on the road, in the country, on the snow as it's winter at the moment, and I can hands down say that this is the best Nissan that I've ever driven. I don't know if it's specifically because it's winter and I hate to pick favorites, but I have to pick this thing. It's amazing. If today I had to buy a car and it had to be a Nissan and budget wasn't a big deal and I had to drive it every day, I would pick this thing. You know, you're thinking, why wouldn't you get the GTR? But you know, I have to drive that in the winter and you just would crash that, you just would. This one specifically is the Platinum all-wheel drive model. There are 5 models in total and this is the highest. It starts off with the S, then the SV, SL, and the Midnight Edition, which is a really cool appearance package for the Murano. And then as I mentioned, the Platinum All-Wheel Drive Edition is the highest range. And today I'm going to be talking about the inside, outside, and everything going on with this car. Starting off with the heart of this Murano is a 3.5 liter V6 engine that puts out 260 horsepower and 240 pound-foot of torque. The fuel economy for this engine is 8.3 liters to the 100 kilometers highway. It has a 15.8 liter fuel tank. And all of the fumes come out of a dual tip exhaust system. The guts of this Murano is the Xtronic CVT transmission with manual mode that's activated by pushing the shifter to the left-hand side when you're in drive. The warranty on this is 3 years and 60,000 kilometers comprehensive, which basically means bumper to bumper. That covers everything. And then for the powertrain, it is 5 years and 100,000 kilometers. This is of course the same for every Nissan apart from the Titan, because the Titan's got an even better warranty. In fact, it has the best warranty of any truck. As mentioned in the title of this car, it is the all-wheel drive edition, but it's more than just all-wheel drive. It's got the intelligent all-wheel drive system, which changes depending on the road conditions and your driving style. And something that Nissan does that its competitors don't in this price range is include independent front and rear suspension. And this has 20-inch alloy rims on it. Now usually the Murano will come with all-season tires. This one specifically, I've had winter tires put on this because it is February at the moment. Now I promise you, if you get the Murano with all of its fancy systems on board and you get winter tires and you have a big amount of snowfall overnight, you wake up one day, I promise you, you'll be almost impossible to crash in this thing. It will not slide. I have tested it to ends meet and there is so much grip with its fancy all-wheel drive system and these winter tires. And you get to enjoy all of that with 4 of your friends, as the Murano is a 5-seater. Now you might be thinking, but the Rogue's also a 5-seater. It's a similar-ish size. Why wouldn't I just go with the Rogue? And that's a very valid point. You're right. It's also very similar to the Kicks and the Qashqai because those are also 5-seaters. The Murano, though, is the most luxurious 5-seater that Nissan sells. And I want you to think about it as just like a very nice Rogue, because that's the whole design behind this. It's just a more luxurious version of their best-selling car. And I promise you, the extra amount of money that you're spending on the Murano is way worth it than over getting a Rogue. The base price for the S-range version of the Murano is $32,248 Canadian. Now I want to talk about some of the features, and there are a ton, as this is a very nice, very luxurious car. So if you don't want to sit through the entirety of me blabbing about all the features, I totally understand it, so I'll make it as simple as possible for you. On the Murano lineup, basically everything on it is power, is heated, is intelligent, and leather. So very, very, very simple. Now if you do want to see them, then I'll list them off right here. First and foremost, there is a full set of LED lights everywhere on the Murano. That includes the fog lights, the headlights, the indicators, as well as the rear lights. There's an 8-inch touch display in the middle of the dash, and it supports Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, FM/AM radio, Sirius XM. It also supports the USB and aux cable that is in the front. There's also a USB in the back to charge your phone. It also supports Bluetooth that's controlled through the steering wheel. And it'll also show the reversing camera when you're backing up, as well as a 360-degree bird's eye view angle of what's around you. There is a total of 11 speakers through a Bose audio system that has dual subwoofers. There is a power panoramic moonroof, automatic climate control, a motion-activated liftgate, illuminated kick plates, an 8-way power driver's seat, full leather interior, 60/40 split rear folding seats that go completely flat to make your cargo space a total of 67 cubic feet in the Murano. And once you want to lift the seats back up, all you have to do is pull in a button and the seats will come up automatically. The back seats along with the steering wheel are also heated, and then the front seats are both heated and cooled. There is intelligent cruise control, a power telescopic steering wheel, Nissan's intelligent key, which activates your remote start, your easy entrance, as well as activates the push start button. On the Platinum model, they made as much of the trim as possible chrome, as well as Nissan's advanced Drive Assist 7-inch display, which shows you a number of functions right in front of you. The headlights will also change automatically. Nissan has also wasted no space by including these small cubby holes on both sides of the center console. And last but certainly not least, I want to talk about some of the safety features on the 2019 Nissan Murano. Now, to Nissan, safety is very important and nothing comes before safety with any of their cars, and Murano is no exception. Basically, the entire Murano safety system is built up of a ton of acronyms like ABS, IEB, IFCW, BSW, RCTA, NAABS, and VDC. Now, each one of those actually does stand for something different, but all you need to know is that basically that makes the Murano a very safe car, and each one of those is a different system that all work together to make sure that you are not going to be crashing this Murano, and hopefully nobody's going to be crashing into you either. There is one that I didn't mention as an acronym, and that is the high-strength steel that is inside the beams of the Murano for added protection against collisions and rollovers. There is also a lockable gas cap, which has to be opened from the inside. When it comes to brakes, of course, all of them are disc brakes. I'd expect nothing less on a car like this. And lastly, for safety, there are also blind spot indicators, which Nissan have cleverly put on the inside of the vehicle instead of the outside, so they don't get covered with snow and dirt in the winter. Those are all the highlights of the 2019 Nissan Murano lineup. For more information, you can visit our website. If you like this video, then subscribe and ring the notification bell. And if you learned something in this video and like this car, then feel free to drop a like on the video as well. My name is Thomas, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.